the question to Ami Yagnik is...
in the public domain. Some people say Vandana wrote it.
Gentlemen,
CBI chief says that no evidentiary value. Going by that.
Give me 10 seconds, gentlemen. Esteemed gentlemen, give me 10 seconds. The question here is, it's not a question of evidentiary value, etc. I want to pick up on one other point which Ami Yagnik, he says. And Jayanarayan Vyas, I'm coming to you. Ami Yagnik, now what does he say? He's saying, I want the law of parity to be applied to me. Right? And he says there are a number of Hyderabad policemen who find themselves in the net in the Sohrabuddin case. You'll admit? You'll admit that? You'll admit that first of all? Ami Yagnik?
There are a number of police officers, yes.
So the follow-up question...
There are other police officers.
So the follow-up question which he asks you indirectly is, why hasn't the knowledge of the Andhra Pradesh police political establishment, Andhra being a Congress-ruled state, been looked into? In fact, if I may remind you, in December 2011, a bench of Justice Aftab Alam and Justice Ranjan Prakash Desai said there is quote-unquote a deliberate attempt on the part of Andhra Pradesh not to provide information to the CBI which is investigating Sohrabuddin to the case. So without at all building an argument that there should be any sympathy for Amit Shah, isn't that question a valid one?
I have not seen the complete material of before the CBI, and just because one accused comes and says that this is not done, there is no reason to believe what he says. We have to see the charge sheet and the supplementary charge sheet that comes whether
the court said there is a deliberate attempt to...
The second point is, this is not the forum where these kind of charges have to be made.
No, why?
He can very well make it before the court.
I am debating what he has said.
Going on, and where the interviews of accused are taken as gospel truth.
Ami Yagnik, I'm not saying what is as gospel truth, but you believe the whole question is the culpability, accountability of the political leadership in Gujarat. So the question is political leadership in UP, political leadership in Assam, political leadership in Andhra Pradesh, political leadership in Delhi, political leadership in all states where there is encounter that should also be looked into, or do you think it's a crime to do that? Do you think it's a crime to do that?
Why did the victims of those fake encounters did not knock the doors of the courts? Here the victims
so now you put the onus to the victims.
Have knocked the doors and the courts have come into the picture.
So you say
why there is a systematic way of encountering these young people?
No, one second. I'm going to get Jayanarayan Vyas to rebut that one. Jayanarayan Vyas, please.
Well, Arnab, I think you can answer arguments. You can't answer something absurd. You know, you made a very valid point, Arnab, and I was going to make that point, that why Andhra Pradesh police is not brought into the net, why CBI made a differential treatment by the same standards, because there was a BJP-ruled state, Rajasthan, why the police officers of that state were brought into the net in Tulsiram case. You know, there is distinct CBI's behavior which is different in different cases. Then I am answering Mr. Another thing, which is that they are there in the jail, the police officers. CBI, again there, the behavior is very selective. In case of those who are not dancing to their tunes, break their confidence, harass them, keep them as long as possible, don't file charge sheets, don't permit the cases to go on. And those who dance to your tune, permit them the default bail. You know, this is what is CBI. This is what is CBI.
Do you take back the argument of conspiracy?
So, you know, Arnab,
okay,
so sometimes the CBI chief becomes quotable when he says it is of no evidentiary value, but when he the CBI lets go of Mayawati, lets go of Mulayam Singh, then the CBI loses all credibility. I mean, this is a shenanigan. I mean, on a particular day, you will want to quote the CBI chief as gospel, as telling all truth. On another day, you will say CBI is, twisting prisoners, he's making them dance to their tunes. You know, where do they stand in relation to the CBI? You know, I think Amit Shah, frankly, should be should actually be thankful that the CBI's conviction rate, unfortunately, is so poor.
No, my question is different.
They should
don't philosophize. Don't philosophize. No.
I will say what I have to, Mr. Vyas. I am not your spokesman. I will say what I have to say. So, Mr. Vyas, you do not dictate what I say. You take your dictation from Mr. Narendra Modi and do not dictate what I say and what I don't say. Please, you take your dictation from Mr. Modi or whoever you take them from. I do not take any dictation from anyone.
I am simply, don't get worked up. We are in a debate. We are not fighting each other.
I do not take dictation from you on what I say and what I don't say.
I am simply correcting something. I am simply correcting something which might oversight you might have missed. You are forgetting the case I was giving you the example. There is exactly identical situation in the same case. In the same case, in case of Andhra Pradesh police, there is a different behavior. In case of
that point is understood. That point is understood. The question is asked. But what I am beginning to increasingly get worried about. 1 minute, please. Besides frayed nerves, is selective amnesia.
Continue to get worried.
No. I am very worried. I'll tell you why. I am worried about two things. One is frayed nerves.
There is no selective amnesia here.
Thank you for letting me continue.
My point is very clear.
No.
Wherever there is a fake encounter, justice should come down.
No. It's about
law should apply.
Yeah, but you
whether
know,
it's in Gujarat or UP or Bihar or Andhra Pradesh or Manipur, wherever.
You see, even Ashok Malik today will admit
so why out of 1580
Janara and Vyas, may I with your esteemed with your permission, sir, may I? The question is this, that you know, even Ashok Malik will admit that this attempt to pretend to be martyr, that there is this big Congress conspiracy against me in this case, you know, that Amit Shah should stop now. You agree with me on that, Ashok Malik? Because I remember it's the Gujarat High Court which directed the CBI to investigate the case. More importantly, the Gujarat High Court said it was passing the investigation to the CBI because, quote, the agency to probe the case must instill confidence and have credibility among the victims. In other words, it was talking about the trust deficit in the Gujarat police. So I don't know what Amit Shah is crying about by talking about a conspiracy. You'll agree with me on that, Ashok Malik?
At a very serious level, two points to make. One, there is a huge trust deficit vis-a-vis the CBI, not just in this case, in several cases. We don't quite know what the CBI is up to. It seems to be going amok in several cases, including the cold case against the Prime Minister. Let me clarify. Second,
we're not talking about that now.
Yes. Amit Shah, just 1 minute, please. Amit Shah and the BJP genuinely believe, they may be mistaken, but they genuinely believe there is a political conspiracy against them being hatched by the Congress, sections of the government and sections of the CBI. They genuinely believe that. And if they believe that, that has to be their argument, I would presume, till the election.
But how does that hold?
I don't think he can stop saying that.
How does it matter? Even Pawan Kumar Bansal may think there's a conspiracy. A. Raja may think there's a conspiracy.
That is his problem. That is his business.
No, but in the context of Amit Shah,
political strategy. I'm just playing political analyst here.
No,
as a political strategy, if they believe it's a conspiracy, they have to go with that argument.
No, but that conspiracy, obviously, they may be a political argument, but you agree that there is no base to that argument given the intervention of the Gujarat High Court, which Janara and Vyas refuses to look at.
That argument. Personally, I'm not sure there's no basis to that argument.
Personally, you don't think so, but
systematically, the ATS has been, in one major state, has been decimated. I've seen it happen. I am not sure it is a coincidence.
Now, the last question goes here. Janara and Vyas, we have 1 minute left, and I give you the last one. Ami Agnik, you want to respond, by the way, to what Ashok Malik said there? He says there is a whole belief that the CBI is going after the political conspiracy. You want to respond to that, or you want to also respond to the earlier point I made about the number of encounters that's in Congress-ruled states for which no Congress chief minister has been held accountable, in which there's been no political responsibility assigned? You want to answer either of these 2 points?
Yes, both. One, that in the other encounters we are talking about minors outside the Gujarat state, I think there's a very different kind of encounters that maybe why they are not probed, we'll have to find out.
No, why? Why are they not probed? No, what do you mean find out?
The victims, no.
What do you mean? What do you mean find out?
It's been a very systematic encounter in Gujarat.
No, what do you mean find out?
Encounter in Gujarat, and the victims have rushed to the court asking for justice. And the Gujarat government has only one program, and that is the justice derailment program, and delaying it as much as it can.
No, what do you mean? What do you mean we'll have to find out?
No, please.
No, I am taking figures given by our Minister of State for Home, RPN Singh. RPN Singh said...
No, you are just bringing
These are central government figures. You are saying we'll have to find out.
Other encounters in other states, there is no denial to that.
But what have you done about it?
But when we are talking about these Gujarat encounters and when there is an allegation of political conspiracy, we have to see it from the time they started till date, who is responsible for what.
All right, so she's saying there's an allegation of political conspiracy in Gujarat. There is none elsewhere. So Jainara Vyas, that's the fulcrum of her argument. I give you 30 seconds to respond. The Congress representative says there's an allegation of a political hand in Gujarat. There is none in Andhra. There is none in Haryana. There is none in Assam. Your response before I wrap up tonight.
Well, Arnab, let me first understand, out of 1,500 encounters that you are telling, 18 and one now filed, now closure notice has been filed, 17 all in Gujarat. How they are different from any, I mean, by law, probability you will not be able to justify that there is not a single encounter worth probing. They are...
point taken.
Law probability will not stand by
Ashok Malik countering Ami Yagnik. Yes, Ashok Malik, quickly. We're extending it by 1 more minute. Ashok Malik.
The Gujarat Congress has a phobia about Modi and Amit Shah because they've been hammered in successive elections. Amit Shah was born in 1964. If he'd been born a year earlier, the Congress would have blamed him for John F. Kennedy's assassination.
Ami Yagnik, that was...
Oh God. There is no phobia. There is no phobia. Let Mr. Malik know about that. The only thing is that they are the perpetrators, alleged perpetrators, and so that is why they have to go for bail and they are charged as accused. There is no phobia with the Gujarat Congress. Please.
Okay, gentlemen, we're short of time. Beyond this, Sankarshan Thakur seems to be amused by the nature of the debate. There is no doubt that Mr. Amit Shah is exposing himself a lot to the media. Absolutely. He makes the point there. One last point, actually, I'll give it to Sir. He makes the point they're trying to fix me to get at Modi. No, one second. Will he be actually sealed for Modi? Will he really be? Or if the courts next week or after that, do not name him directly and specifically, right? Will the case end after that? Sankarshan.
Arnab, I can only say at the end of all of this is that Mr. Amit Shah can actually take solace from the fact that unfortunately the CBI's conviction record is so poor. It hams its way through, it gets used by political parties, all political parties, not just the Congress. When the BJP, there is no case to say that when the BJP was in power, they were not, using the tongs on the CBI.
Yeah, but they're working at break.
The CBI is a pathetic story. We all know that.
But at the same time, when
we all know the CBI is a pathetic story.
But
that does not take away from what has happened in Gujarat.
In some cases, when the CBI doesn't want to be a pathetic story, it becomes, like the Michael Schumacher of investigations. Look at the way they are moving towards Parekh. It's a Formula 1 of investigations going on vis-a-vis the former coal secretary. So when they choose
Please wait, Arnab, and we will see the number of convictions that come in the coal scam.
Well, at least right now they're at breakneck speed. Mr. Ranjit Sinha should put his helmet and riding gear on. We are going to follow this story. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think is on higher ground here, Amit Shah or his detractors?